Ladies and gentlemen, Rotus, go straight ahead.
Hi, good morning. Ayo, good morning to you. Adefemi, good morning as well. All of you this morning. Kicking off with gold, hitting another record high yesterday in trading. In fact, still up as well, 4,510. This is its 50th high that gold has hit. We talk about this all the time. You have the geopolitical concerns, Trump threatening Maduro yesterday. You've got Russia-Ukraine concerns. You've got all geopolitical matters. Also, central banks, buying gold to show up, diversify their balance sheets. Worries about U.S. debt and on and on and on. Silver also up as well. Silver has industrial capabilities, right? Electric vehicles, solar panels, and so on and so forth. That's why silver is up as well. Platinum was up. Copper is nearing 12,000. That's also up as well because of fears of the threats that the U.S. has placed on, I guess, copper imports, possible tariffs. So you've had a bomb rush there. So that's the commodities picture this morning. Asian markets were up, save for the Hong Kong index. Funny enough, the yen was down, but then it appreciated. I'm going to get into that in just a moment. But the trading has started to get pretty thin because we're getting closer and closer to Christmas. But mainly the story around the yen, of course, it's appreciated. And if the yen is appreciating, that's actually weaker for many of the export-oriented companies that are listed on the Nikkei 225, because a stronger currency essentially means that their exports get more expensive. So what we had was the Japanese finance minister saying that they have essentially the right to intervene in the market. That's Satsuki Katayama saying, she was speaking in an interview yesterday, said foreign exchange markets don't move only on interest rates or rate differentials, especially towards the end of the year around Christmas when trading tends to get thin, as I just mentioned just now, and many factors can drive the yen's moves. She continues saying, but the yen's sharp, very short-term movement, right as the BOJ governor began his press conference last Friday, we talked about the Bank of Japan, raising interest rates at 75 basis points, I think, highest in about 30 years. She said this, when he began his press conference last Friday, was clearly not in line with fundamentals, but rather speculative. So there's been this back and forth battle between speculators on the yen and the finance ministry. So they said against such moves, we have made it clear that we will take bold action as stated in the Japan and US finance minister's statements. And then she closed by saying that we have an agreement with the United States that allows us to intervene whenever the yen makes an excessive move, and that means we have a free hand. And on that, when she said that, the yen actually did appreciate, and the Nikkei did fall earlier. So it's why it's appreciated a bit. That could be other fundamentals pushing the index. Meanwhile, in Europe, we previewed this yesterday in our what to watch for the week, that there would be new car registration figures coming out in the eurozone. So they sold 1 million vehicles in November, up 2.4% compared to November 2024 year-on-year growth, driven mostly by battery electric vehicles. They were up 37%. Your plug-in hybrids, which is a mix of battery and fuel, was up 34%. Spain and Germany were the leaders. Italy kind of stagnated, and we saw vehicle sales drop a little bit in the UK. So electric vehicle adoption continues to be really healthy in the United States, in Europe, and again, I think driven by also we're getting closer to Christmas and so on, discounts and stuff like that. And then we get to the drama of the day, or is it of the year so far? This continued Paramount, Warner Brothers, Netflix situation. So David finally got his father to backstop this deal to the tune of $40 billion. I mean, that is a significant amount of money. I remember I was kind of making fun of this situation when I, mimicked a phone call and said, oh, Daddy, why can't you drop this $40 billion and back up this deal? When Warner Brothers initially said that one of the reasons why they were going with Netflix was because they were worried about the financing of this deal, and they did not get a personal guarantee from Larry Ellison. Now, I said this last week, and this is Caroline Hyde. She's a tech correspondent at Bloomberg. Listen to what she said about this very same matter.
You then look over to what Paramount's been doing, and they've basically been saying, my dad's really rich, and he's going to be able to afford.
That's basically it. Meanwhile, Netflix, on the other hand, have refinanced a loan, $59 billion bridge loan, to free up cash for this very same transaction. So Netflix is just moving forward with it because they need to be able to get enough money to be able to complete the purchase. Paramount just wants to break the deal, like Joshua did to Jake Paul's jaw. All right, so shareholders are going to vote on this in the middle or towards the fall of 2026. They will get the final decision. But for now, I think, how did shares perform yesterday? I think Netflix was down yesterday, up in after hours trading. Warner Brothers and Paramount were up. But I think we're going to close with the Nigerian Stock Exchange, up by 26 basis points yesterday, 152, 457. And I wasn't sure if we were going to get to 50% again. Remember, we are up to 50% year to date, and then we had all that capital gain stack stuff, and then the big losses in November that knocked the market down. But slowly but surely, it could still be possible. I mean, I know we're coming up on holidays. We just might get back to 50% year to date. So really healthy returns for the Nigerian Stock Exchange.
Isn't it shocking, again, that all of this that Trump is doing,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's probably told Larry Ellison to put about 1.2 million shares of Oracle on the line for this. All of this he's doing is just because of CNN. He's captured CBS already. They're already altering
They pulled the
60
story,
minutes
60
on
minutes,
60 minutes,
yeah.
and he wants CNN.
Yeah.
So this is dictatorship 1.0. That's how nations are lost.